You know that feeling when you're staring at a huge wall of text, a long report, a dense article, and you're just wishing you could see the big ideas instead of slogging through it all? Well, Google might have just built the exact tool we've all been secretly hoping for. Today, we're going to break down a new AI integration that promises to turn your documents into compelling videos almost in an instant. And look, I get it. You're probably thinking, another AI tool, really? But, when people who watch this space for a living start saying things like, this changes everything, it's probably a good idea to pay attention. It's a huge claim for sure, but stick with me because you might just end up agreeing.
So that really is the big question, isn't it? Can an AI really do this? I mean, we've all been there, drowning in some research paper or a massive company report, just looking for a life raft. Well, Google thinks they finally built one. Let's dive in and see if it actually floats.
So here's the core idea. Google has taken two of its really powerful AI models and basically fused them together. The whole goal is to automate the creation of visual stories right from your text, making all that complicated info way more accessible for, well, everyone.
Okay, so how does this magic trick actually work? Well, it's not a single piece of tech. It's more like a clever partnership between two different AIs working together. So let's meet the team. First up, you've got NotebookLM. The best way to think about this is like your own personal, super smart research assistant. You feed it your documents, all your reports, your notes, your articles, and it doesn't just sit there. It actually reads them, understands them, and helps you summarize and find connections. It's the foundation of this whole thing. And now for the brand new game-changing ingredient, Nano Banana. This is not just another image generator. Oh no, this is an advanced model that can edit, blend, and apply different styles with some pretty incredible nuance. And now it's baked right into NotebookLM. So here's an easy way to think about it. NotebookLM is the brains of the operation. It does all the heavy lifting, analyzing the text and figuring out what's important. Then it hands off that structured information to Nano Banana, which acts as the artist, bringing those key points to life with amazing visuals. It's this perfect tag team of logic and creativity. All right, so we get what it is, but why is this such a big deal? Well, it all comes down to the new doors this duo opens and how it could totally change the way we create and even just consume information.
I mean, let's be real. Our brains were not designed to process endless walls of text. It's just not how we're wired. But the second you add a relevant visual, something just clicks, right? Understanding goes way up, and you actually remember the information. This whole tool is designed to fight that information overload we all feel.
And get this, it is not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. You're actually in the driver's seat. Right now, it's launching with 6 really distinct visual styles, so you can tweak the look and feel of your video to perfectly match whatever you're talking about.
And this is where it gets really fun. You can just see how versatile this is. Explaining a creative, out-there concept? Maybe you go with watercolor. Trying to teach a lesson to a younger crowd, the anime style could be a total game changer. And for that slick, professional business presentation, you've got the whiteboard option. It's all about making the style fit your message.
It also gets that we don't always have time for a full-on deep dive. So think of it like this. You can either generate the movie trailer or the full movie. You can get a quick, punchy brief that's like a highlight reel, or you can go for the full explainer to get the complete detailed story. But this right here is the real magic, in my opinion. The AI isn't just grabbing random stock photos that kinda sorta fit. No, it is reading your document and generating visuals that are contextually relevant to what you wrote. If your paper's about climate science, it's gonna create visuals based on your text. That is a massive, massive leap forward. Okay, it all sounds pretty incredible, right? Almost too good to be true. So let's be realistic for a second. Like any brand new tech, it's not going to be perfect right out of the gate. Let's talk about the catch, the current limitations, and then we'll get into where this is all going. All right, time for some real talk. First thing you need to know, availability. It's rolling out slowly, starting with pro users in specific regions and languages. Second, AI can still hallucinate, meaning it can cook up images that aren't factually right, so you've got to double-check its work. Third, every AI-generated image will have a watermark for transparency. Fourth, remember that visuals can sometimes oversimplify really complex stuff. And finally, the old rule still applies. Garbage in, garbage out. The quality of your video is only going to be as good as the quality of the documents you feed it. But the future of this is where it gets really exciting. Just imagine creating interactive visuals that you can actually click on and play with.
or generating these videos straight from a Google search result. The plan is to add dozens of new styles and, this is the big one, create a seamless pipeline that takes you from a doc in NotebookLM to a presentation in Slides and then straight to a video on YouTube, all with just a few clicks.
So, when you take a step back and look at the whole picture, this is so much more than just another feature. It's a fundamental shift in how we can create, communicate, and share what we know. It's like being handed a brand new creative superpower.
And here's the most important impact of all. The barrier to entry for creating really good visual content is just disappearing. You don't have to be a graphic designer anymore. You don't need to be a video editor. All you need is a good source of information and a clear idea. This puts the power of visual storytelling into everybody's hands.
So, at the end of the day, here's where we land. We know this tool is powerful. There's no doubt about it. It's going to help students learn, creators build, and businesses explain their ideas. But that's just the start. The real question isn't about what the technology can do. It's about what you're going to do with it. What story are you going to tell?